police in Bihaga, a police in Bihaga, a police in Bihaga, and you wrap it up in a bogus bag. No what I gonna eat for Christmas, no what I gonna get for Christmas, no what I gonna eat for Christmas before the season. Last year we had a little speaker in here when you were here. You said, yeah, man. Last year we had one.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, yeah, car, you there? Yeah, but last year we had one here. Let's go. Yeah, were you hearing it? I think I got a little speaker. Click something.
Yeah.
It's Christmas once again. It's Christmas once again. It's Christmas once again. It's Christmas in the city. Bring the rum, bring the cake. Bring the rum, bring the cake. It's Christmas once again. It's Christmas in the place. Bring the rum, bring the cake. Hey! Bring the rum, bring the cake. Christmas feelings. Cook on the boys, how we do it? Oh yes. It's Christmas once again. It's Christmas once again. Bring the cake, bring the rum. Oh yeah. Well, it's Christmas once again. The day my Jesus Christ was born. He was born of Virgin Mary. Don't play lazy. Merry Christmas to when it's gone. Jingle, jingle, Mary in the cradle. Hurry, hurry, Mary had a baby. My eyes are rising sun. New life just begun. Jesus, Jesus, the hope of man. Well, it's Christmas once again. Day my Jesus Christ was born. He was born of Virgin Mary. Go play, lay his head up. Merry Christmas when it's gone. Jingle, jingle, Mary in her cradle. Hurry, hurry, Mary had a baby. My eyes are the rising sun. New life just begun. Jesus, Jesus, the hope of man. Well, it's Christmas once again. Day my Jesus Christ was born. He was born of Virgin Mary. No place lay his head up. The Merry Christmas when it's come. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Christmas coming and New Year's coming. You drink and get merry. You drink grab a berry. I said, Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Christmas coming and New Year's coming. You go drink and get merry. Drink grab a berry. I said, Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Christmas coming and New Year's coming. You go drink and get merry, drink grab a berry. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Christmas coming and New Year's coming. You go drink and get merry, drink grab a berry. Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Christmas coming and New Year's coming. You gonna drink and get merry, drink grab a berry. I want a piece of book, I want a piece of book, I want a piece of book for my Christmas. Piece of book for my Christmas. I want a piece of book, I want a piece of book, I want a piece of book for my Christmas. Feliz Navidad, my gun. Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad.
One, two,
Feliz
one.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my
Prospero año y felicidad. Took and the boys. This is Culture on the Road.
Yeah, I'm home.
Come up to my bouncy boy and aye aye aye. Come up to my bouncy boy and aye aye aye. Come up to my bouncy boy and aye aye aye. Come up to my bouncy boy and aye aye aye. Look the Bajan whining, look St. Lucian whining, Dominican whining, West Indian, West Indian. Look the Bajan whining, look St. Lucian whining, Dominican whining, West Indian. I want you to grind me, grind me, grind me. I want you to grind me, grind me, grind me. I want you to grind me, grind me, grind me. I want you to grind me, grind me, grind me. Sing, ay 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 ay. Oh gosh, ay ay ay. Queer, queer. Ay ay ay. Queer. Ay ay ay. Queer, queer. Ay ay ay. Working. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Working. Ay ay ay. Working. Working, 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 working. Hold on, hold up, Claudia. Working, 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 working. Look at my boss. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, yo, yo. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, yo. You want work, you know? I know how you like romancing on the floor. Well, this is the song, baby, you've been waiting for. Hold somebody close, squeeze somebody tight. Please turn up the lights, darling. Slow work it tonight. I'm say, hey, me fretting up on the hair of flexing. I'm say, hey, me frowning up on the hair it wearing. Whoa. Every day, them a grind me down, but I just don't have it fun. All me want is the music all night long. Till the party done. Play the music big and strong, 'cause I just don't have it fun. Run the gun, straight to town. Don't stop this jam. Run me up with the music, run me up. 'Cause you know I'm addicted. Run me up with the music, run me up. Live without it. Run me up with the music, run me up. Start me over the Bombay. Run me up with the music, run me up. All me know just a jump in. Oh gosh, oh gosh, oh gosh. If the vibe feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe feeling right, rock me steady all night. I'm saying, the only drugs that I give to using. I'm saying, ask you for a dance. It's like you're looking for romance. The way you dance with me, hey, hey, you tantalize me, body. Wind me, grind me, squeeze me, excite me, entice me, almost me. Tell me,
Yeah.
Why you want to kill me? Why you want to mash up the song, man?
I could never dance with broken girl. Why you want to kill me? Huh? Why you want to mash up the cassava, man? Asking for a dance. It's like you're looking for romance. The way you dance with me, hey, hey, you tantalize me body. Wind me, you grind me, you squeeze me, excite me, entice me, expose me.
Hello, good afternoon. We are now in East End Anguilla, Pond. We are here right next to the East End Pond at the Heritage Museum. And I would like to speak a little bit to Mr. Colville Petty, curator, owner of the Heritage Museum. And looking back at it, I know that Heritage Museum was formed in 1995. I believe it was. Mr. Petty, I want to welcome you to Culture on the Road. Today we would love to talk with you a little bit about the history of the museum, how you came to open this museum, and what do you see as the way forward. So welcome to Culture on the Road.
Thank you very much. Okay, thank you.
Face your mic.
Yes, when I was a student at Bell Secondary School, I had a love of history. Had a love for history. As a matter of fact, I had a history teacher who was Carl Richardson, and he encouraged me along that course. And then, after leaving school, I got involved in collecting artifacts, right? And the first piece I collected was a goose iron, my mother's goose iron.
And that's on the logo
That's on the
still?
logo, yes. That's on the logo. So that's my first piece. And thereafter, I extended. As a matter of fact, I started the museum in my own house. I put a goose and other items in my living room, but my wife threw them out. So I put them in my study, right? So my study was my museum in the first case. So after that, I expanded. I wanted more room, so that's why I moved here.
So you must have been collecting for many years before you could actually open the museum, put the things that you would have collected into a space. So what would you say would have been the time that you started collecting?
I would say about 20 years or so, to be quite frank with you. Collecting, yes.
And did you go around the community collecting things from people?
I did, and some people, offered some items.
Okay. So we're not going to go venture inside the museum right now, but if you could give us a little idea about all of the things that you have in there, in addition to your mom's goose iron and a lot more goose irons, right?
Of course, yes.
Yes.
Yes, the first part of the museum deals with the angular geology, showing some conch fossils and so forth. And then we go on to the Amerindian people, right? And I spent a lot of time going at some Arawak sites, like down by Four Seasons, Shoal Bay, and elsewhere looking for Arawakan artifacts. So I did find a few. I don't have a very expensive collection, but I do have some important Arawak items in the museum. Yeah. And then I go on sugar and slavery, and there you'll see interesting aspect. There's some like irons which you put on slaves' feet.
Shackles.
Shackles, 2 sets of them. One was found at, I think, Jung Seoul, and then somebody gave me one that was found at West End. Yeah.
And I know you have a large collection of pictures that you would have taken. I know you're very much into photography. Many people would see you every year at the Ronald Webster Park during the Anguilla Day Parade and taking pictures of all those on parade and the ceremonies that go on that day. So tell us about your collection of photos.
I have a lot of photos, yes, I do. A lot of some of our carnivals and Anguilla Day celebrations and so forth. So I do have a lot of photos which I took myself and some scenes across Anguilla and the like.
Now, speaking of scenes across Anguilla, I can clearly recall, I was in college at the time, but I remember when Hurricane Lenny hit Anguilla, I remember seeing this area completely underwater. Tell me what became of your items in the museum at that time.
I haven't lost any items at all, you know.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't think so. I don't think I lost any items.
That's great.
But this whole place was flooded. Right? I don't think the water was high enough to damage my artifacts, yes. But what I do though is that during hurricane time, I move out some important artifacts.
Understood.
Always. Especially now since Lewis. As Lewis was Lenny
Okay.
in 1999. So this afternoon, for example, I'm closed right now because I'm packing up to take home some items in the meantime anyway.
Okay.
There are some items I don't leave here at all.
Oh, okay. And I know that you would have actually closed, I believe, in maybe March last year, or it could have been a little later. I remember seeing it on your Facebook page. You closed during the height of the COVID pandemic. I would assume that should have been the height.
I did that, yes.
Yes, and you would have just recently opened.
Just recently opened, yes.
So now we are in the peak tourism season. Are you welcoming visitors to check out the museum? Tell me what is the programs as well for locals checking out the museum. If there are any, say, scheduled visits. I know, and I'm ashamed to admit that my first visit to the Heritage Museum was with my daughter, who is now only 7 years old. And so, unfortunately, I didn't visit before. But when her kindergarten class was coming, I took the opportunity. I was like, no, I got to take this time off and come and visit the museum. I've never been here. And we had such a great educational experience. Are there any set or staged or organized tours that you offer to maybe primary schools or even the Albina Lake Hodge Comprehensive School?
I think primary schools are free to come, and also secondary school. I mean, I think we have special prices for those groups right now. And for Anguillians too, we have a special price. Just this season, we're starting some special prices. Visitors will pay more than the resident Anguillians.
Right, that should be expected. Do you have many visitors or tourists coming to the Heritage Museum?
When the season is going, yeah, we have a good turnout.
Tell me about the cannons that we see out here in the yard.
These cannons are some gifts, right? This one here is from, I think the person's name is there, I can't remember his name, but that's
It says British Naval Cannon. That's all I can read from here, but the camera will definitely zoom in.
that's from Cartouche.
Ah, okay.
I believe it was used in the 1745 resistance against the French, who came ashore at Cartouche and then sailed up to Cocos Bay and invaded the island, yes.
I think we would have been talking about that in an earlier interview. And I see copper over there on that sign.
That's a sugar boiler.
Say that again, a what?
Boiled sugar. It's a boiled sugar.
Oh, so that's kind of like a pot that would boil the sugar in. And the pot that's laying on the ground on the rock, that was a part of it or like a cover?
A part of another one.
Oh, okay.
I didn't find the whole part.
Okay. And this machine here that I'm looking at, the petroleum-powered cotton gins. These cotton gins were imported by Carter Ray in 1908. And we know we've been hearing that name, Carter Ray, very often recently with the development of the Carter Ray Boulevard in the valley, which we usually call the Valley Main Road. So these were imported by Carter Ray in 1908 and installed at the factory in the valley. And that would have been there across from the, I was going to say galaxy, but that's where it was, right? Across from the Roman Catholic Church, the St. Gerard's Roman Catholic Church. Okay, so that's where the factory in the valley was. Their acquisition boosted Anguilla's cotton exports, which peaked at 148,595 pounds during the period 1910 to 1911. From 1908 up to the 1950s, when the industry petered out, every pound of cotton which Anguilla exported passed through these gins.
That's all right.
So how did this become the property of the Heritage Museum? This is awesome.
Well, the former Prime Minister, the former Chief Minister, Hubert Hughes, he knew my interest in history, and he donated these gems to me.
That is awesome. Honorable former Chief Minister, Mr. Hubert Hughes, would have donated these gins from the factory in the valley to the Heritage Museum. Wonderful. So we see some other cannons. I know you mentioned this one from Cartouche, but you said they were different from different places, all from Anguilla, all from different places in Anguilla?
Yes.
Any more details?
Not really, but those two, they were from somewhere in the road area, but I can't be sure right now. Yeah.
So tell us about the future plans of the museum. I know you're open, but just for a few days of the week currently. What are the days and times that you are open?
Right now, 3 days a week. Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday, Tuesday, Friday. And so we definitely encourage, especially our locals, to come and visit the Heritage Museum and become more informed about the history of Anguilla, and not just the recent history of Anguilla. Because when people think of you, Mr. Petty, as well, we know you are a historian. We think Anguilla's battle for freedom. We think Anguilla Revolution. I guess I think that. But it's quite interesting to know that some of the artifacts that you have there are from Amerindian days, from the vast history of Anguilla, not just the more recent history of Anguilla.
Well, the museum covers the history of Anguilla from Arawak settlement to the revolution. The entire history of Anguilla from the Arawak settlement to the revolution of 67, 69. Covers that period. So when you come by, you get a complete history of Anguilla. Yeah.
And so along with displaying the items and just for people viewing the items, you also speak to people and give them additional information based on what you would have garnered over the years.
And there's some write-ups there as well. Write-ups on the Amerindians, slavery and sugar, and the like. A lot of write-ups here.
Okay, I see that you also have some memorabilia inside. I see some T-shirts. You're actually wearing one right now that says Anguilla Heritage Collection, the spirit of the people. And I know that you would have written many books over the years. Do you have your books on sale along with your collectibles?
Yes, a few there, yes.
Oh, you do have a few of the books right here on sale. And I see some postcards as well. Okay. So tell me about the books that you would have written over the years.
I think my first one was Where There's a Will, There's a Way, about the revolution. The Anguillians had a will to break away from St. Kitts, and they found a way to break from St. Kitts. So that's one of the books. And then the other one was Battle for Freedom, which a joint work, Nat Hart and myself.
Yes.
And then there is a handbook history of Anguilla. It's just notes, dates and notes. And then there's one book I would like many Anguillians to buy. It's called Blessed of Forebears. And it highlights some hardships Anguillians faced and they overcame them. One was in the 1840s. Things were so hard in Anguilla that the British government had a plan to send Anguillians to Demerara. The Anguillians didn't go.
Refused.
They preferred to starve than to go.
What I heard recently is that a lot of Anguillians did go.
Some Anguillians did go, yes, but most of us stayed home.
Of course.
And that's why we have a place to call home. Yes. So, and that's one, as a matter of fact, that's a chapter in the book, Rejection of the Immigration Plan. There's 1890s again, where we had some severe famine and drought. Anguillians were encouraged to leave the island, but they said no, and they stayed home. And that speaks to the resilience. So I would like people to buy that book in particular.
Indeed, and that is a handbook history of Anguilla.
That's Bless Our Forebears.
Bless Our Forebears. Okay. Now, are all your books still in print and available?
Yeah, still in print and available, yes.
And how many in total?
I can't remember.
That tells you it's a lot, eh?
They're available, yes. They're available.
It would be good if we could just take a look at them. I think I only have 2 of your books, or maybe 3, I believe. But it would be good to have the complete collection.
I think so too. Very much so.
So, anything else you would love to share with us?
Well, a lot of Anguillians don't visit the museum. And I think that's bad.
It is.
I think they need to know the history. Right? If you don't know history, you don't know where you come from. And you don't know where you're going. Right? So, I would like you to encourage Anguillians to come by, visit the museum. Because I have a special price. I have a lower price. Now, just recently now, I have a price for residents, local Anguillians, and a price for visitors. Yes, so I think that's important.
So you heard it here. If you don't know where you come from, you can't know where you are going. It is imperative all Anguillians visit the Heritage Museum here in Anguilla. We would have spoken up at the Crocus Hill site about a national museum being in development, but we have a museum here right now, and I know because I was once one of those persons, there are not enough Anguillians coming to visit the museum and grasping enough knowledge about Anguilla's history and the full text of Anguilla's history, not just the Anguilla Revolution, not just 1967 to 1969, but everything that happened even before that and even after that.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
The whole history of Anguilla.
Yes.
From settlement to revolution.
The whole history of Anguilla from settlement to revolution can be learned here at the Heritage Museum, right here in East End. You know, it's right across from the pond, right next to the old East End School. You can't miss it. And like you said, it's free for children. You can come out of the sun. It's free for school children, primary school age children.
A smaller price.
Okay, it's a lower price for our children and lower price for locals. And of course, for visitors, it would be the regular price. So discounted prices for us to know about ourselves. And, you know, you can't put a price on that, I will say.
That's true. Okay.
So any final words or tell us about the future of the museum?
The future, I'm not sure to be quite frank with you because...
You all about the past. I love it. Well, right now we can say that the future of the museum is it's now open and visitors are welcome to visit. We are now back open after the COVID break and visitors and locals alike invited to come, especially educate our children, educate our young people, and never think that it's too late for you to be educated as well. It wasn't too late for me when I came 2 years ago, and it's not too late for you either.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Petty, for speaking with us today. We know that we came later than expected, and you can't really invite us in at this time, but we are really grateful for you sharing your words with us, sharing the history of Anguilla and the story of the Heritage Museum with us. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much as well.
I'd like to add a little something.
Sure.
I'd also like to add that Quest Experiences has partnered with the Heritage Collection as well to offer tours and bookings. So, you know, we look forward to bringing people here and so they can get the experience of what here is like. Because I had it when I was in primary school, and I remember coming here, and you have a lot of great stuff, and I think that it's important for us to ensure that everyone gets to see it, a little slice of Anguilla. You're welcome. All right.
That is awesome. So you can also book with one of our sponsors today, Quest Experiences, and they will bring you to the Heritage Museum and give you a tour of the museum. You would have visited in primary school.
Yes.
Shame, the museum opened a year after I leave high school.
Wow.
But, you know, I'm grateful. I still got the knowledge. I still got the experience. Mr. Petty actually also shared a picture with me of three of my work colleagues that I had never seen before. And he told me, if you ever decide to share it, you know, he would prefer if people would come to the museum to see it. But if you ever decide to share it, just give me my credit, you know. And I never shared it. I just kept it to myself because I want people to come to the museum and see it, you know.
I would also add
Yes.
that a photo of my grandfather is in there as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Going to Santo Domingo?
Yeah, yes, he was his grandfather was in Santo Domingo. So I have a little section there on migration to Santo Domingo and the UK and so forth, and Kirsten Ruber.
Yeah.
Right, and that would have been the 30s, 40s, and 50s to the UK and all of that. That's awesome.
And then there's another one with him in his 90s. In his 90s, as an old man. That's right. Yeah, Harold.
Okay.
I'll show it to you. Later. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Petty. Yes. All right. Great. Have a good evening.
Thank you so much, Mr. Petty. It was great speaking with you, as always. Yes, I know. We are here. It is Culture on the Road. Culture on the Road, an initiative by the Department of Youth and Culture under the Ministry of Social Development. It's all a part of Malliouhana Fest 2021. I'm speaking, but I'm also posing for this picture. Thank you so much, Mr. Petty. Thank you, Mr. Hodge. And we see that Mr. Nat Hodge of the Anguillian newspaper, your colleague, one of your best friends, you know, and definitely a special father to me as well. He's your brother.
He called me Brother Pet, and I called him Brother Alfred as well. Yeah.
He calls you brother what?
Brother Pet.
Brother Pet and Brother Alfred. I love it. All right. I'll adopt those names too. I'm Sister Farah. Thank you so much, Mr. Petty. We've been here at the Heritage Collection Museum. And Mr. Hodge, another historian.
Sorry.
Yes. Thanks. Mr. Hodge has been following us throughout the day, coming to each stop, and we know it's quite tiring, so imagine.
I couldn't find you all. I keep calling you and
Oh, I'm so sorry. We've been on the road. My phone has been on vibrate. We drove through Island Harbour. We didn't stop. Because we had to come here, we had to rush here to see Mr. Petty before 4 p.m. You know, we just drove through Island Harbour, so we didn't make that stop in Island Harbour. But we had to make it to the Heritage Museum and speak with Mr. Colville Petty. Thank you so much for joining us. It's Culture on the Road. Let me get my phone out now that Mr. Hodge had been calling so that I could give a shout out to our sponsors for today's event. We are so grateful to our sponsors. And side, right? It is Culture on the Road 2021 as part of Let me pull up Kemalai's messages with the updated list of sponsors. Our Anguilla Tourist Board, Titanium Audio Visual, Commercial Bank of Anguilla, Digicel Anguilla Limited, and International Wines and Spirits. I was. And Calypso Charters. Thank you so much, you who are joining us in person, who are joining us live online in Anguilla and Clean Stream, joining our audio on Radio Anguilla. Thank you so much for being with us today. We on the road. We ain't done. We ain't done. We watching me like I saying we done. I ain't saying we done. We got more places. Stay with us, stick with us, and have a good time. I apologize for this, but where my CDC driver? Look me. Look me. We are having a ball on the road today. We want to thank you for joining us. Hey, Asal, how are you? Now, this is a wealth of knowledge right here. Man, this lady, she gets things done. But we got to move it on. We're moving to our next stop. This is Culture on the Road, East End. Tucking the boys. Joined now by Boss. We got to keep it moving. We're having a great day here today. The band warming up with the new singer.
Yeah. One, two. Yeah.
Check. Yeah, 1, 2.
All right, our next stop is at Best Buy East. Follow us on the road. Follow us online. Listen to us on radio, Best Buy East.
This is our time to raise up a with them orange, white, turquoise, rocks them waving everywhere. Tell your sister, brother, boys beyond your mother.
Yeah, 1, 2.
Over here, I can see it clear. Can you see we culture?
Yeah, high, 1, 2. Raise the volume. Yeah, 1, 2.
Yeah.
And we like is we hope. This see that tree.
Yeah. Check.
1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2. Cut on a little bit of mics on it. Yeah. Inside a disco, jamming calypso, I met this pretty lady. Sweet music playing, we started dancing. Then she whispered to me, got a little something for you. Yeah. Got a little something for you. Yeah. I put a little bit of monitors in it. Put a guitar in it. Bring up the monitor, put a little bit of play the rhythm here. Cause bring up this guitar. Yeah, cause bring up this. Yeah. Disco lights flashing, we continue dancing. Then she whispered to me, but I knew that one day that she'll come my way and receive this message of mine. Got a little something for you. Yeah. Got a little something for you. Yeah. Darling, let me love you. Inside that disco, jamming calypso, I met this pretty lady. He kept on, then she whispered to me, got a little something for you. Sing out, yeah. Got a little something for you. Yeah. Aye. Darling, let me love you. On the road, DJ hot stuff too, you know. I crazy about the house, you know. Aye. She will love me forever. What did I do to make you la 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 la. Mama beg you, Johnny, get Christmas coming. Mama beg you, Johnny, get Christmas coming. Christmas coming. Morning, sing the commonary, and we are being merry. We are here because we are here, because we are here, because we are here. We are here because we are here, because we are here. We got the Christmas feeling. Silent night, holy night, all is bright. Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, cause you is felicidad. Sing it, baby. Feliz Navidad, sing it louder. Feliz Navidad, woo! Feliz Navidad, felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry East and South Town. I wanna wish the Valley, wherever you be, and you listen on the air. It's Christmas. Get yourself in a Christmas feeling. Sing that. Get yourself. Every year you can culture do this for you. wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Wow, my head.
What the tumbling? Yes, I'm a ringe. What the tumbling? Yes, I'm a ringe. It's a mongo do body, go see mongo da. It's a minkini body, it's a mingo. Oh da da, oh da da. It's a mente que la mero de. Oh da da, oh da da. It's a mente que la mero de. What the tumbling? Yes, I'm a ringe. What the tumbling? Yes, I'm a ringe. Oh, se mingo do de casa mingo do. It's a mingo andero que se mingo do. Down the road, down the road, up there, down the road, down the road, down the road. I take it back to the days. I see you knock like a booby day. Knock like a booby day. I see you knock like a booby day. I see you knock like a booby day. A booby day, booby day. Mama look a booby day. Booby day, a booby day. Mama look a booby day. A booby day, a booby day. Mama look a booby day. I see you knock like a booby day. Knock like a booby day. I see you knock like a booby day. I see you knock like a booby day. A booby day, a booby day. Mama look a booby day. A booby day, a booby day. Mama look a booby day. Oh, she wash her face in a sardine pan. She wash her face in a sardine pan. Mildred girl, how you want to be ashamed? She wash her face in a sardine pan. Oh, she wash her face in a sardine pan. She wash her face in a sardine pan. Irene girl, how you want to be ashamed? You wash your face in a sardine pan. Oh, she wash your face in a sardine pan. She wash your face in a sardine pan. Irene girl, how you want to be ashamed? She wash your face in a sardine pan. Come here. Say move there. Move there. I say move. Move there. Aye. Tear some. Oh, come here, let me tear some. If you let me tear some, bet you like that. I said tear some. Oh, come here, let me tear some. If you let me tear some, aye, aye. Oh, she wash her face in a sardine pan. Wash your face in a sardine pan. Irene girl, how you want to be ashamed? She wash her face in a sardine pan. Oh, she wash her face in a sardine pan. Wash your face in a sardine pan. Irene girl, how you want to be ashamed? Oh, she wash her face in a sardine. Move there. Aye. Stop like the rain giant tongue. Clear the way, the man coming with a long gun bell honey on the tongue. Clear the way when a man dead he done. When the people jumping up here on Market Street, when you know that people jumping up and then food to eat. Everybody come to jump in the way. See them people winding up and down and they shaking down. It was so amazing when they start to jump. Everybody's out start to jump in up. See them people going up and down tonight. When they hear Star Black jamming, Star Black the ranger in town. Play the way the man coming. Try the soca. Star Black hanging on the ground. Play the way when a man dead he done. Boy. Ah, back in the day. When we learn to love your brother. When we learn to love your sister. When we learn to share with mankind. Lord, and I search, but I can't. Well, milk and honey, onion, and a bottle full of wine. Sometimes I feel like I want to scream and scream and scream and scream. Sometimes, Lord, I feel I could scream. When we learn to love your brother, when we learn to share with each mankind. Come again. When we learn to love your sister, Lord, and I search, but I can't find where is milk and honey and me bottle full of wine. Sometimes I feel like I want to scream and scream and scream and scream. Sometimes, Lord, I feel I could scream. They say man to man is so damn unjust. I can't understand who they have to trust. If you see your brother falling in the gutter, instead of laying down on, you push him for just a position. You know that wicked man, claim me in a trance, a putting time. Everybody, help your brother. If he falling, help your sister. If she dying, help your neighbor. If he hungry, give him water. If he thirsty, just remember a good favor to your brother. In the future, you may need it. Until later,
That's right. And the boys, good afternoon, Best Buy.
I walk in presently for a light company. They got two fellas here, but talk me everywhere. Just one position, you know the wicked man. Throw me in a trance, I'm pushing for. You know that? I know that you're with me. Hi, everybody, help your brother, help your sister. If she died, help your neighbor. Give him water. Watch. A good favor in this future. You may need it. Some so later. Some good pressure. Aye. Ooh. Something got a hold on me, and I feel in the rhythm. Something got a hold on me, and I whine in the whining. Something got a hold on me, and I feel in the rhythm. Something got a. Watch your waistline go, and she whining like she moving. Ready? Moving to and fro. Got a massive coming in. Everybody, soca music all around me, up and down, girl, moving out of control. That's why something got a hold on me, and I feel in the rhythm. Something got a hold on me, and I whining. Something got a hold on me, and I feel in the rhythm. Something got a hold on me. Music got a hold. Music got a hold. Something got a hold. Got a hold, got a hold, got a hold. Got a hold, got a hold, got a hold. Aye. Ooh.
This is Culture on the Road. We are looking for winners today. We got a prize to give away from our sponsor, Flo Anguilla. All right, we got somebody who is interested in answering a question. No, there you? You ain't want to win a prize? Mr. Hazel, you want to win a prize since Cutlin don't want to win no prize? The prize is a lot of things in that bag. That's it. That's all you got to see. All you got to see is flow, and you know that the gifts will flow. You know. Flo is one of our sponsors today for Culture on the Road, and we want to thank them so much. You asking me a question? Go ahead.
Where are we? Where are we?
We at Best Buy East. Oh, wait. Where you thought we was? Oh, that's a... So where your prize to give me now? All you got in your hand is a wallet, so something got to be in there to give me. The whole thing? That mean nothing in it, Lord. All right, so I got a few questions. I just here got a questions holding out and sprawl out like as if answers ain't right there too. But all right, let me see if I can find. She wants a what? Oh, yeah. She wants a easy question. We don't want a easy question. We're going to give her a easy question. You think somebody should ask this question when I ask down NCBA West? You think I ask that one? All right, let me go on and ask this question. Yeah. So it's all about culture on the road, you understand? You know, say Angola culture. It could be Jamaica culture as well. Himalayan mix from Jamaica, you know? You see me?
Yeah, man.
All right, I'm sorry. It's Culture on the Road, Anguilla. Malliouhana Festival. No, Cutlin, don't go away. I got one question to ask you, all right? You got 5 answers, though. I want you to win this prize. Answer something easy? Okay, so you don't want to name all the 5 events of the Malliouhana Fest? You don't? No? Okay, let's see. All right. A easy question. Let me find one easy question that she can answer. All right. I think we should know this. I don't want to make it too easy. I don't want to make it too hard. All right. I'm giving you 2 questions. You want this prize? 2 questions. Who wrote the song Zeneda or Rita? You know the song? You think you know the song? Now think you know who wrote the song. Tell me. So here's a thinking boy. They're racking his brain. I think I know it. Oh, she about to Google it. Really? Phone a friend. You want to phone a friend? So if she Google it, do we give her the prize, Kimalai? We all Google things all the time, but I mean, I do it too. But I mean, right here in front of us on camera and in Clean Stream and in Anguilla and Patricia Adams. Say it on the mic. Patricia Adams. That's right. Patricia Adams wrote the song Zeneda or Rita. And we know that's a song about our national bird, the turtle dove. And so the second part of this question, so that Cutlin can win this prize, is to sing the song. What the hell? You on the internet? We are live. Culture on the Road. Cutlin speaking bad words on the radio, on the internet. Live. Good words. So listen, you could do this, right? You could sing a few verses of the words of the song. I feel your pain and I understand. Mr. Hazel, you want to help Cutlin win this prize? Okay. Zeneda or Rita. Zeneda or Rita. Zeneda or Rita. The bird of Anguilla. Zeneda or Rita. I love that song. I like to hear primary schoolers singing it. They say, Ollie told, told. Okay. What going on? Why are you pushing me away, Kimalai? What's going on? Thank you so much, Cutelin. Congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Hazel. And you know, when we had that little interruption in our interview up on Crocus Hill, it was Mr. Hazel calling. Yeah. And so we come full circle, we met him. Thank you so much. We are here at Best Buy East Anguilla. It is Culture on the Road. We just made a quick stop here because we just wanted to give something away. We just wanted to bless someone with a great gift, a great prize. And so, Cutelin, Mr. Hazel, congratulations to y'all. Zeneda Orita, it is a song about the turtle dove, Anguilla's national bird, written by Patricia J. Adams. I know her as Teacher Patsy. All of us know her as Teacher Patsy. And she is a great poet and writer here in Anguilla. All right, and so let me give a big up to our sponsors again. I know by now we almost at the strip. It's almost 5 o'clock, which is when the thing is supposed to end. And it really doesn't speak well of me that every time I gotta go in my phone to look for the list of sponsors. I should know it by heart now, right? Jesus, Red, tell me if I miss anybody. No, I ain't know where to start. I'm gonna miss everybody. We ain't doing that today. Our sponsors, platinum sponsors, the Anguilla Tourist Board, Titanium Audio Visual, and in Anguilla, gold sponsors, National Commercial Bank of Anguilla, NCBA, Digicel Anguilla, and International Wines and Spirits. I was. Silver sponsors, Flow, What We Do in Anguilla, Quest Experiences, and Calypso Charters. Thank you so much to all our sponsors. The role you would have played helped us to put on this successful event today, and we definitely got a wealth of knowledge and Anguilla's history and culture, and we thank you. We want to thank you for being with us today. We want to thank you for listening to us today. We want to thank you for viewing us today. We want to thank you for dancing along. We got Took and the Boys and Boss on vocals. We got DJ Sounds. We had Dumpo. We had Perry. We had some of everything. We went some of everywhere. We having a ball today, and we want you to join us. This is the party, the end of the party and the after party. Hi, little girl. The end of the party and the after party. Meet us by the strip. Meet us by the strip right now. That's where we going. It's Culture on the Road. Malliouhana Fest 2021. Woo!
Culture is alive. Let we thank our ancestors for giving us life from the east down to the west. We on the road, our culture exposed. We on the road, yeah. This is our time to raise our flags high in the air. Wave them, wave them, wave them. Orange, white, turquoise, living everywhere.
Somebody say. Open it. DJ and Took and the boys down the road. Let's go Juve now. Let's go Juve.
Umbrella, umbrella. Umbrella, umbrella. Welcome to my lovely island, umbrella.
Peace and harmony.
Faces everywhere you go. And we love you so. We call it paradise. 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 Sun, moon, and stars. We gotta make a call. We need to talk to the boss. Lord, Lord, hey. It's festival time again.
Oh Lord, oh Lord.
We're gonna make a call. We need to talk to the boss.
Are you feeling you coming?
Lord, Lord.
I don't want to hear that love.
Somebody call me supervisor. Tell him I can't make it. And come with me, baby, mama.
What are you rocking,
Cause she feeling sick. There's a fever in the air.
Tell me what to do,
rocket. It's blowing everywhere.
People calling me
Boy, I'm addicted. And the carnival, a bacchanal, so much pretty girl is unbelievable. When you see the crowd of people and the music, boom, boom. Girl, I make it mix up, burn and twist up. When the man them a ring them, sing it back up and it's the music. What I'm coming, only all I wanted. But it's what I'm coming, only all I wanted. But it's what I'm coming. I bought some land for Virginia land for in search of
DJ,
but the only
cameraman, you wanna be?
don't care how deep it's water. No, it's knee high and still water. So I add some pressure to get all I need to dig down low, 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 dig down low. And it's a drill down low, dig down low, dig down low.
Catch it. How about some land for? Watching your land for? In such a honey, all of mine and water. All of that kin, all of mine. Dig down low. Back me up, girls, back me up, girls. Dig down low. I'm say, hey, hey. Let me go, DJ.
Oh gosh, I'm say,
Are you ready? Let's go, guys. I'm say, hey, I'm moving down and be fast feeling. Every day, they find me down. All we need is music all night long. Till the party. Okay, there you go. Ay, ven acá.
Arriba.
Ay, let's go. Ese men que no tara, ese men que dite. Aye. Oh God. A little bit of Anguilla Spanish. Anguilla French, Anguilla Spanish. Don't follow me. If you follow me, you get lost. Aye, aye. Here's a menquitara. Oh God, give me E flat. E flat.
The Barrington, this is Culture on the Road.
What he tumble, ese merengue. What he tumble, ese merengue.
Está contigo malo.
Ese contigo malo. What he tumble, ese merengue. What he tumble, ese merengue. Ese merengue malo. Ese merengue malo. Para. Ese me tocó le merente. That's good. Ese me te que me querente. Para. ¿Qué hicitas ahora? ¿Qué hicitas ahora? ¿Qué hicitas ahora? ¿Qué hicitas ahora? Abusadora, 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 abusadora. ¿Qué hicitas ahora? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? Abusadora, 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 abusadora. Ese mete, cusame, cutaro, cosamoti, culer mete, no quiere, cosemote, cusalame, tu queda, colale mono, quisamotero queda. ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? ¿Qué hiciste? Abusadora, 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 abusadora. Ay! Down the road, brother, down the road. Why? Somebody hold me. Why? Ay! Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop, don't. Ahora, 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 sarora, gay, carusadora, carusadora, sar, arusadora, 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 arusadora. Ay, 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 ¿qué pasa, mi amor? Es que eso, es que eso. Y que tana, catana, catone, catena, 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 catón. Y que tena, catana, catena, 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 catana, tonta. Y que tú no catana, catana, catena, 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 tonta. Y que tana, catana, 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 catena, catón. Y que catana, catena, 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 catana, catana, catena. Tom, 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 catena, catana. Ay! Don't do it. Dig it out, dig it out. Hey, get it out, dig it out, dig it out. Are you ready? Tony, everybody. Are you ready? Hear me now. Hear me now. Ay, ay, ay. Dig it out, dig it out. 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 Yeah, knock it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there, wait there. Oh, you're gonna go down, go down, go down, down. Yeah. Boom, 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 ba. Boom, 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 ba. Boom, 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 ba. Dig it out, dig it out. 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 Oi, 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 oi. Glad that's finished. Oi, 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 oi. Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Where like it out? Where like it out? Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Sing it there, sing it there. Sing it there, baby. Dig it out, dig it out. Oi, oi. Ah! Dig it out, dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Dig it out, dig it out. Oi. Dig it there, make it, cake it there, make it, cake it there, make it, cake it there. Oi. Juve on the road. Christmas Juve. Tell them, follow. Tell them, man. Tell them Juve on the road. Get it? oi, oi, oi. Engineer, put up this mic.
Why on me?
Why? Where like it down? Dig it down, dig it down. Dig it down, dig it down. Aye, aye, aye. Woo! Aye. Oi, 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 oi. Really, oh gosh. Really. Woo! Come and clean. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh gosh. I'm say, hey. Me moving down and me passing feeling. I'm say, hey. I heavy dose of the music groove me. Play the music, play the music. Every day, every day, every day they cry me down. All me need is music all night long. Play the music big and strong. From the tongue, from my country, straight to the tongue. Don't stop the jump. Pump me up with the music, pump me up. Cause you know I'm addicted. Pump me up with the music. Na 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 na, live without it. Pump me up with the music. Cause you know I'm addicted. Pump me up with the music. I'm in after I'm jumping. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all. Sing with me. I mean say, hey, hey. My heavy dose of the music groove me. I mean say, hey, my music jam and the people whining. Aye. Every day, they cry me down. All me need is music all night long. Play the music big and strong. From the top, from the country, straight to the top. Don't stop it, pump me up with the music. Cause you know I'm addicted. Na 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 na, live without it. Whole body pumping. Sing the chorus. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. I mean say, hey, the only drugs that I guilty using. I mean say, hey, I heavy dose of the music groove me. Play the music, play the music. Every day, they cry me down. All we need music all night long. Play the music big and strong. From the tongue, from the country, straight to the tongue. Don't stop this jam. Play the music. Cause you know I'm addicted. Na 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 na, live without it. Whole body pumping. I'm in after I'm jumping. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hurry. Oh gosh. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. If the vibe's feeling right, rock me steady all night. Sip you, are you ready? Everybody sing. Everybody. Till the whole and grey. 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 I want to be mine. Loose in my ways. Not arms are shame. On the avenue, people jumping up, working up. Aye. Till the whole and grey. 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 Aye. Woo! Somebody. Oh. Ooh. Let me go back. When we learn to love your brother. Try this vocal. When we learn to love your sister. When we learn to share, we teach mankind. Lord, and I said and I search, but I can't find. Where is milk and honey and a bottle full of wine? Sometimes I feel like I want to scream and scream and scream and scream. Sometimes I feel I could scream. Everybody, when we learn to share with each other, when we learn to love one another, say when we learn to share with each mankind, Lord, and I search, but I can't find. Where is milk and honey and me bottle full of wine? Sometimes I feel like I want to scream. Sing it for and scream and scream and scream. Sometimes I feel I could scream. This is what we say. They say man to man is too damn unjust. I can understand who the hell to trust. If you see your brother falling in the gutter, instead of lend a hand, you push him further. Just a position, you know them wicked man claiming in a trap and pushing. Everybody say, help your brother. If he falling, help your sister. If she dying, help your lady. If she doesn't, just remember a good favor to you in this future. Some so later, some good pressure. Oh God, don't let me cry. All the way down why. Oh God, don't stop. I walk in praise and lead for airline company. They got two fellas here, but not me everywhere. Just a position, you know them wicked man claiming in a trance and pushing for. Just a position, you know them wicked man claiming in a trance and pushing. Somebody say, help your brother if he falling, help your neighbor if he dying, give him water. Just remember a good favor in the future. Some so later, some good pressure. Oh, somebody say, stop like the ranger in town. Clear the way, the man coming down with a long gun belt hanging on the ground. Oh God, clear the way when a man dead he done. Stop like the ranger in town. Clear the way, the man coming down with a long gun belt hanging on the ground. Hold on, clear the way when a man dead he done. I never see them people jumping up on Market Street. I never see them people jumping up in the food to eat. Everybody come to jam me here with a festival. Got a massive jam and everybody just jumping down. Crowd of people come to jump with me. Everybody start to shake up now. Everybody start to jump in town now. Everybody start to sing when they hear Star Black coming down. Star Black the ranger in town. Clear the way, the man come. Sing so with a long gun belt hanging on. Yes, clear the way when a man dead he done. Oh, Mac White come. Max White. Yes, if you play. Woo! Don't forget, tomorrow is a food fair and it's social security. Get yourself up there, buy something. It's all angular. Woo! See, Star Black the ranger in town. Back, clear the way, the man. Oh God, with a long gun. Watch out. Clear the way when a man dead he done. Dance, Josh, dance. Move there, Josh. Left foot forward, yes. Don't hurt it. Woo! Place if you play.
That's right. This is culture on the road.
Tell them,
Stop.
gonna be your standby love, your standby love, your standby love. I'm not gonna be your standby love, your standby love anymore. I heard that you are telling your friends that I'm your standby love. All the rest of nights I stay at home. You keep me in your arms and suffering. You're going around telling your friends what condition I'm. I really sing it to me. Well, love, I'm not gonna be your standby love, your standby love, your standby love. I'm not gonna be your standby love, your standby love, your standby love. I'm not gonna.
No, not at all.
Hold on! Don't stop! Don't stop! Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy. She busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy. She having a life of her own. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy to come to the phone. And the operator said just 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Gabby, I just wanna talk. Play to it. I wanna keep her alone. With Mrs. Gabby, I good man. Oh, let's if you play. Ready, engineer? Woo! Darius! Bring me up. And the operator said, for the next 3 minutes, Mrs. Gabriel, just wanna talk to her, just wanna keep her around. Woo! With Mrs. Gabriel, good morning. I'm going home one day tomorrow. I'm gonna see my baby back home. I'm going home one day tomorrow. I'm gonna see my baby back home. La 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 la. Money. La 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 la. I'm going home one day tomorrow. I'm gonna see my baby back home. If she will love me forever, oh babe. What did I do to make you la 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 la. I gotta take you way back, way back. Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm in love with a girl, and she don't know. No, she don't know how much I love her so. And one day I show, I let her know, I let her know how much I love her so. 'Cause I'm a fool to be in love. 'Cause she's too young to go, and I'm too old to stay. 'Cause she's too young to sing, George, and I'm too old to stay. I used to ring her on the phone and tell her all the funny things I used to do. Woo! Hold on! George, this one for you. Sip you. Kawanta. Let me hear. So bad, so bad. 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 Me. Dee. He's a bad boy. Sip you. Oh God. He's a bad boy. The cameraman. He's a good boy. Everybody. So bad, 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 so bad. Sing, Brandy. So bad, so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad, so bad. Oi! I got my DJ here too, you know. Mr. Hot Stuff. Woo! Set up yourself, DJ. Woo! Don't forget every year we do this youth and culture, right? My God. And don't forget tomorrow you can support the tourist board with they have a food fair right with Social Security building, and I'll be there. Come on out and buy everything. This is Christmas. Why? Why? Ah! Mama Baker, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama Baker, Johnny K, Christmas coming. I say Christmas coming till New Year's morning. We gon' bring the berry and we gon' be merry. Mama Baker, Johnny K, Christmas coming. Mama Baker, Johnny K, Christmas coming. I say Christmas coming.
This morning.
Sing it out. Christmas.
Wanna be merry.
Why?
Drink guava berry.
We are here because we are here because we are alive. Because we are here. We are here because we are alive. Put your hands in the air if you're alive.
We are here because we are here.
We are here because thank God for that.
We are having a great day.
Give me some Christmas carols. Are you ready with me? Sip you. Everyone. Come, they told me. Para-ba-bam-bam. Let's go. A newborn king to see. Para-ba-bam-bam. What finest gift we bring. Para-ba-bam-bam. Before the king, ba-ra-ba-bam-bam, ra-ba-bam-bam, ra-ba-bam-bam. Drummer man, on my drum, bum, 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 bum. Fire, help me. I saw mommy kissing
Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last
Don't stop. It's Christmas, eh? Woo! Silent night. Let's go. Holy night. All is dark. Sing it, girl. All is bright. Everybody sing. Round your virgin mother. If you're on the street and in a store, holy infant, so tender and let me take it higher. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly. Vandy. Silent night. Holy night. England massive. All is calm. Sing it up. All is. Sing, Wendy, sing. Round mother and child. Sing it, baby. Holy infant, so tender. Everybody sing. Sleep. Sing it, girlfriend. Heavenly peace. Sleep in heaven. We wish you a Merry Christmas when they come from Youth and Culture. Yeah. Feliz Navidad. Shoot for the road. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Give me Spanish. Bring up that mic here. Again. Feliz Navidad. Oh, 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 oh.
Feliz Navidad.
Oh, 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 oh.
Feliz Navidad.
Give me the Spanish.
Prospero año y felicidad.
Oh my God, everybody sing. I wanna wish you a merry from the Youth and Culture every year. I want you to thank them for doing all this stuff. Teach how you doing. And I want you to support everything we got coming up. The 90 July, we have tickets. December, I want to take. Nobody give me no more.
I wanna wish you a merry
the 19th of December. Paula, can you tell her, please? Please, Navidad. Tell her,
Culture Night Award, and it's a Jan Eden, and it's totally free.
Hey, mother. Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Can you tell them what we have?
Okay, so
Bye-bye.
for Malliouhana Fest.
We want to thank you. Good afternoon to everyone on the strip. This has been Culture on the Road. It's an initiative of the Malliouhana Fest by the Department of Youth and Culture under the Ministry of Social Development. We have been all through Anguilla today. We have been learning. We have been entertained. We have been having a great time learning more about Anguilla's culture and history all throughout the island. And we want to thank you for joining us. Those who joined us.
Mr. Hunt.
What going on, son, class? What I trying to wrap up? What going on?
We got a lot to give away, Paula.
We want to thank you for joining us physically, joining us on Radio Anguilla, joining us on In Anguilla through Titanium Audio Visual. We want to thank everyone who contributed to Culture on the Road and the Malliouhana Fest in general. We've got a few more events coming up from the Department of Youth and Culture. They have the launch of the national dress. That is tomorrow. Tell us a little bit more about that.
So we have the launch of the national dress tomorrow at the ATB Fair, and that takes place around 2 o'clock, so you can come out and hear more about the guidelines and so forth. Then next week we continue with Malliouhana Fest. On the 10th, we have Art Arise, which is our art event, GBV Awareness Through Art. That is at Pain Studios in Shoal Bay, and that starts at 6:30 p.m. And that is also free. We move on to the 18th, when we have the 18th, we'll have our storytelling under the stars, and that is at the Agriculture Gardens. And on the 11th, we have our AMA Symposium at the Anguilla Music Academy. All our events are free, so we're inviting persons to follow us on our Facebook page, Department of Youth and Culture, or on Instagram at DYC-AXA, and you can find more information on our upcoming events. Thank you all so much again for coming out and staying with us on the road today. And thank you, Farah.
All right, nobody move. We got a DJ here still. We moving. We got things to sell.
No, we ain't going
DJ,
home.
come and sing.
Woo! But Tyrone, battery soon done.
The road done?
So we ended.
If you want a DJ playing up here, let me go home, right?
Thank you so much for everyone for joining us, however you join, celebrating with us our culture here in Anguilla. Thank you. It's Culture on the Road. Signing out.
Our finest gifts we bring to lay before the King.
DJ Sounds will take us out with our jingle, our Culture on the Road jingle, sung by Biggie the Artist.
Anguilla culture is alive. Let we thank our ancestors for giving us life from the east down to the west. We on the road, our culture exposed. We on the road, yeah. This is our time to raise our flags high in the air. Wave them, wave them, wave them. Orange, white, turquoise, rocks them waving everywhere. Everywhere. Tell your sister, brother, wifey and your mother that we over here. I can see it clear. Can you see we culture? And we'll to the bone. Let's raise we axe a flag.